What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Continuing to use other people's teams, this time we are using this really cool Eternatus team built by Randomgaming VGC. Once again, he is someone that I am doing my podcast with. I promise for at least this month, this is the last rental team from someone from my podcast. Definitely make sure to check that out if you haven't. Also make sure to check out his channel. So this is a really bulky Eternatus team with the idea that, hey, not only are we going to stall things out with Eternatus, we're also going to use screens to help with that, right? We do have this really support-oriented Grimmsnarl with Light Screen, Reflect, as well as Thunder Wave and Sucker Punch, so we can deal with Calyrex with that. Screens are always super important, I think, especially with a lot of Zacians opting out of running Sacred Sword now for things like close combat. This does really put us in a good position, and also you're really not going for a Sacred Sword into Eternatus, so good on that front. We also do have a pretty standard body press Ferrothorn set. Just try and set up, hit as hard as you can once Zacian's out of the way. Also, we do have screens to really help mitigate some of that damage. We do have Rillaboom, pretty standard Assault Vest variant, not really much to say there. Rotom-H with Ally Switch, as well as Safety Goggles, so that's going to hopefully come in handy, mainly for things like Amoonguss, which want to try and set up some Spores, and being able to pivot around that really well is going to be important. But we also do have two grass types, so we'll see how relevant that is. And finally, Gyarados. Gyarados, I think, is a really interesting support option. So this has Waterfall, Iron Head, Rain Dance, and Icy Wind. So Rain Dance obviously going to come in real clutch for all of the two main grass types on the team. We also do have Speed Control, and we also do have the ability to set up Intimidates, which can be very huge in the long run. So we do have the code on screen. I will have the paste in the description. And with that, let's just hop right into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it is Calyrex Shadow. It is Calyrex Shadow, Mineshadow, Entei, Rillaboom, Grimmsnarl of their own, and Regieleki. So Grimmsnarl for us is going to be really big. We also do have Assault Vest Rillaboom, so a lot of really good options there on how to deal with Calyrex. We do have to worry a little bit about even Entei I don't think is a super big deal. So I feel very comfortable actually to lead these two. I think Eternatus is good to have in the back, and then Inner Focus. So Gyarados is really bad here. Potentially, no, Ferrothorn does not like Entei. I guess we bring Rotom. I don't really want to, but it just feels like really my only option. We do luckily have a really good answer for the Mineshadow lead, so that can help us. We can also set up screens if need be, and hopefully get us in a really good position where if we can outbulk their Calyrex, we should be fine. As we are going to see Mineshadow Regieleki. So this is a pretty good situation for us, right? Because Mineshadow can't really do much. We're pretty much guaranteed a good situation, because we can. I do have to be a little wary of Mineshadow. I'm gonna Grassy Glide onto a Lecky and go for a Reflect. I'm gonna go for a Light Screen, just because of the fact that I want to make sure Calyrex is the threat, not Mineshadow. We do have Eternatus potentially just as a switch, so that is really nice. Right, you basically are not gonna like either of these situations, as we just see no sort of fake out. So we do get the Light Screen off, which I'm assuming means you're attacking into Grimmsnarl. You might be doubling up. We do see the Electro Web come out. Not going to do that much, and probably a close combat onto Rillaboom is what I'm guessing. And that's actually pretty fine with me. Yep, we do see close combat actually in a Grimmsnarl, and that does pick up the KO, which definitely was not part of the plan. We can bring out Eternatus. I think we can bring out Eternatus pretty safely from this point and try and set up a Cosmic Power. We basically have to, right? We basically, because of Calyrex, we have to try and set up before they bring out Calyrex, and we should pressure this Mine Chow. I don't care about a Lecky. I would like to do this, and I would like to do this. We do have access to what? We're going to get a lot of recovery on Eternatus, which is good, as we will just see a swap out into a Lecky. Like I said, I don't care about that slot. I could have gone for a not. Oh, it's ooh. Entei, a little scary. We do have Rotom, so not the biggest deal in the world, as we do bring Mine Chow down to its Sash. As long, what? If you target into, yeah, Rilla, how much is it going to take? Rilla is going to survive. I'm honestly, I don't really want to sacrifice Rillaboom if I don't have to sacrifice Rillaboom. I do have +1 Cosmic Power. I would like to try and get rid of Mine Chow. We know what your two in the back are Regieleki and Calyrex. So I'm gonna bring out Rotom here and just I'm gonna Dynamax Cannon into the slot because I do want to keep Eternatus around, and we should have a pretty decent answer into Entei with Rotom. We do obviously have to worry about what we have to worry about. Stone Edge, but Stone Edge is limited PP, so that should be fine for us. Mine Chow is frail. Regieleki is weak, so this is actually not ideal. Right? What you could Snarl. Snarl would be the best case scenario. As we do just see a close combat onto Eternatus. We are going to tank that fairly well. I'm guessing you're doubling up into the slot with the idea that, hey, let's just try and do as much damage as possible. Sacred Fire will come out onto Rotom. Okay, so scratch that plan. We will be able to pick up this KO onto Mine Chow, and now you have two special attackers left, both of which are not going to have much damage into Eternatus. We do have Light Screen up, so barring a crit, we are in just like really good shape. We also do have a fair bit of special attack investment, so I feel very confident in things. We do also have Ally Switch on Rotom, which I think can be to our benefit, because I do expect the Entei to try and hit into the Eternatus slot, just with the idea of, hey, let's try and do damage. So, we do have one boost. We do have, okay, so we do have Light Screen. So I'm going to go for an Ally Switch. We could just double up Calyrex. I'm going to try this. Right? Because what I'm thinking is Astral Barrage. You're going to Astral Barrage. We can't stop that. I do expect, though, Entei to try and Sacred Fire into Eternatus, which, if we get that call right, is great. I'm hoping that Rotom can live. Oh, okay. That's better. Psyshock onto Rotom. Rotom holds on. We do see the Life Orb revealed. Stomping Tantrum onto Rotom. Love that. Super great. Let's see if this Dynamax Cannon picks up a knockout, because that, I think, will play a pretty big role in how the rest of this game works out. Not even close. You know, most people don't expect the double. No. I am going to do this again, and you know what? A lot of people don't go for the double Ally Switch. I think it's a very risky thing. If they call it, they called it. If they don't, they don't. Let's see. We are, okay, so that's fine. Play it safe. Astral Barrage. Rotom is going to go down to that. Eternatus is going to eat that. So the question is, will Stomping Tantrum be enough to pick up a knockout? I'm hoping it's no. We do have a fair amount of HP investment. Stomping Tantrum, please live. 179. Critical hit. A little unfortunate for sure. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, I think unfortunately we are going to take the loss on this one as a result. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I don't think there's any way we could have played around that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we were at +1, so I feel like we could have lived a Stomping Tantrum at that range. I am just all about my damage calcs, so yeah, let's see if we can see the exact number, but I think it was still a good game. I think they made a really smart call with Entei. Gyarados was just too hard of a justification, but I think it also would have been in a really good spot. But like I said, a solid first game. I'm going to quickly run that damage calc, and I'll be right back. All right, battle number 2, and it is a pretty interesting weather team, if I do say so. It is Kyogre Talonflame with, what is it called? With Ludicolo, Kingdra, Incineroar, and Abomasnow. So I feel like Abomasnow is a pretty given here. But Ferrothorn is really great, right? I like what? Ferrothorn Grimmsnarl with Eternatus and Rillaboom in the back. Gyarados, really not going to do much here. I think Ferrothorn, we can pretty quickly... We do have to be wary of Talonflame. Talonflame's really the only big sort of threat. But even then, like, are you really bringing... You probably are bringing Talonflame. I feel like Talonflame is really your answer to a lot of stuff. And what is it called? Ferrothorn has the advantage that it handles Abomasnow well, too. So we are going to see Kyogre Abomasnow. So very... very interesting. I don't actually know. Okay, so Drizzle, they're gonna trigger Hail, which is fine by me. I think you expected a Rillaboom lead, so I think that makes a lot of sense. I would like to set up a Light Screen and go for an Iron Defense. They don't know what set I am, and so I'm hoping to use that to my advantage. They shouldn't have good damage into Ferrothorn. They're going to stay in, so we are going to learn a little bit about everyone's sets. We can start firing off Thunder Waves. We will see just a... Oh, double Blizzard. But, I mean, Freeze, never fun. Yeah, double Blizzard. Ferrothorn's going to take it super well. This will let us get up an Iron Defense. We are unfortunately not going to be... we do have... what is it called? We do have Leech Seed. So I'm going to try to Leech Seed into Kyogre because we can comfortably live... We comfortably live another round of Blizzards. So as long as we hit with this, we should be fine. I'm going to try to Thunder Wave. I would like to set up this Leech Seed. Like I said, if we get the Leech Seed off, we're going to drain this Kyogre for a bit of HP. That's really big. We do also connect with Thunder Wave on Kyogre, so that's also really big, right? Because it has now the chance of being paralyzed, so it's not going to necessarily hit every turn, as we are luckily going to hit it. And the fact that it went first also suggests to me that it's Scarfed, so we're learning a fair bit of what's happening. We do miss the Leech Seed, which is definitely unfortunate. We also... this is tricky. Nice. What do we do? Let's do this. I need to get rid of this Kyogre. We do at least hit the Thunder Wave onto the Abomasnow, so hopefully we can knock it out. Right? We will see the Blizzard. Unfortunately, they are not going to get paralyzed this turn. We do hit the Body Press, and so now it's a big question of, are you going to be paralyzed? Actually, oh, is that Focus Sash? Focus Sash, going to be a little tricky here. We do get the paralysis on them. I mean, it's not necessarily the prettiest way of winning, but it is a way of winning. We do probably want to, protect Ferrothorn. We want to Sucker Punch with Grim. Let's do this. It's not like I said, the prettiest strategy. We will at least get rid of Abomasnow, so that is one source of damage down. Kyogre will go for a Blizzard, but this should finish up the Blizzard turns, as Ferrothorn lives, which is great for us. If we hit the Leech Seed this time, which we do, we're in a phenomenal position because now we are going to be gaining HP back. And I'm thinking there should be like one more turn of Hail. Right, there should be one turn of Hail, which is fine because we can bring out Rillaboom to go for the Fake Out. And that should let us be in a pretty comfortable spot in terms of dealing some damage. And now at this point, yeah, Ferrothorn's going to recover a fair bit. We can bring out Rilla and really threaten whatever wants to come in. We can honestly just go straight for the Grassy Glide if we're not super worried, because they might just swap out from Kyogre into whatever they have in the back. So let's see what it is. It is going to be Ludicolo. So that's scary, because Ludicolo pressures a faster Fake Out. I'm still gonna go for it. I think Eternatus is more valuable. It really isn't. We do see Kingdra as well. So this is scary, but we are getting a good amount of recovery. As interesting, they're just gonna go straight for. They go for a Scald onto me instead of going for damage, so that's great. We are now going to, like I said, recover a fair bit between the grassy terrain as well as the leftovers, as we do see leftovers on Kingdra, which is really good to see. And now Ferrothorn should be in a comfortable position, especially because we can freely, what is it called? We can freely go for a Leech Seed onto the Kingdra slot. So I would like to pivot out here and, like I said, Leech Seed this. It is going to be really tricky, but what? Disable? Okay, so I have no idea what's going on right now. We do really good damage onto the Ludicolo, so we should be able to pick up a KO with Eternatus, which is nice. Like I said, this is a wonky time for everyone. I'm fine to what Eternatus, or what, you have to go for a Protect now? Yep. Gonna fail, so we are guaranteed another Protect. We should be able to KO Ludicolo with, yeah, we should be able to KO Ludicolo. Kingdra has oh, you're gonna disable into Ferrothorn, but okay, so that's actually fine. So what we can do is we do this, we go for the Protect anyway because of the fact that we are guaranteed it this turn, and I'm hoping, okay, because I was gonna say you're gonna hit into me. That was weird, for a lack of better words, but I mean, sometimes you run into weird things on the ladder. But yeah, let's keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is another Kyogre team. Luckily, a little bit more standard. It is Inteleon, Kyogre, Serena, Landorus, Urshifu, and Regieleki. So once again, Ferrothorn really great here. Rillaboom I think is also really great, but something I want to keep in the back. I like Grim as well. Right, we can do Ferrothorn with Grimmsnarl, Eternatus, and Rillaboom. We do want to try and preserve Rillaboom as much as possible for Serena. I think if we can set up a light screen, Gyarados is tempting. No, I think this is our best bet. It really will come down to what type of Urshifu. Yeah, this is tricky, right? Like the Urshifu typing matters. The Landorus, the Landorus is gonna be a pain, but not necessarily something we can't beat. We do have Rilla for it, so that's really nice. As we do see, okay, so we see. Oh, you're gonna soak. You are going to soak. That's how do we get around this? We should have a light screen. I'm hoping you target in a Grimmsnarl. Right, because you soak in Thunderbolt, which is pretty just standard stuff. We will get the light screen off. Watch it be physical Regieleki. Yep, we do see the soak. Yep, into you, which you're going for Blind Thunder. You're Assault Vest. We can go for this. We are... Oh, this is actually really bad. We are potentially giving up Rillaboom, which we, like, really can't afford. The smarter play would have actually been to... No. Everything is a bad choice. We do at least get a Sucker Punch off for significant damage. As you will, yep, soak on a Rillaboom. And... Thunder is going to do... Oh, you hit the Thunder too? Rillaboom survive. Rillaboom holds on. Now, what? I expect Serena to come in. I expect, what? Serena for Inteleon. And... I'm going to still pressure it. I think you are going to bring out... Yep, we are going to see Inteleon swap out, and that should be a Serena. Boom, it is a Serena. So, while we did go for the obvious Sucker Punch, I think that that's fine. You don't have good damage onto Eternatus without doing the Soak strategy. So, we can try and at least set up to deal with that. And we still do have the light screen up. So, this should be good for us. We do obviously have to worry about a triple Axle from Serena, which honestly I expect a triple. I honestly expect triple Axle. So we just can't let Aleki be next to Inteleon. And so what we can do is we can swap into Ferrothorn if you want to go for a triple Axle and set up a Reflect to say, hey, let's try and at least reduce your damage output. And then we also, oh yeah, so we do have the advantage that if we get Thunder Wave onto Inteleon, it will be slower than Regieleki. So that means we will at least get one hit before they change our typing. We do see the Electro Web come out. Please, please, I would love nothing more than for you to go for a triple Axle onto this Ferrothorn. It's going to be like high jump kick. Triple Axle, boom. Love that. That's going to be some good recoil. Are you going to hit all three? You're going to hit two. And boom, number 3. So I expect at least one of them to switch out. We could set up an Iron Defense. That's what I'm thinking, right? I want to bring out Rillaboom. Nope. I want to set up an Iron Defense. I want to bring out Rillaboom just to recover. I'm gonna make this. This is a really risky play. No, because what? You could switch out into Serena, or you could switch out Serena into. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out Rillaboom, because if you go for the Serena, if you go for the Inteleon strat, you can't have Serena out as well, given how we set this up. So that at least gives us some advantage. You could triple Axle into the Grimmsnarl slot, which would be really bad, as we are going to see Aleki go for a Protect. So that, I'm guessing you are going to. You just play rough. Who has play rough on Serena? Okay. Wait, why don't we just KO Aleki? Aleki just went for a Protect. So if we just target into that slot, I feel really confident in getting big damage if whatever switches in. Yeah, because we should be at +2, right? We did get 1 Iron Defense, so we can just, let's just hit here and switch into Eternatus. We still have to be weary of Kyogre, right? Because you can still do Soak Inteleon with like Thunderbolt Kyogre, or with Thunder Kyogre, which is like very scary too. We will see just the, okay, so you're just staying in. And like I said, if we get the KO, that's huge, because then you have to bring out either Kyogre or Inteleon, as we do see just a high jump kick. That's going to do absolutely nothing into Ferrothorn, because we are just racking up boosts, and I'm hoping that this body press picks up a KO. Boom. Are going to be able to get that KO with Ferrothorn. Big question now is literally what happens next. You could bring out if you bring out Inteleon, whatever you bring out, I'm doubling up into that slot. There's just no way about it. Like, I don't even fear the high jump kick that much, but we cannot target into Serena, because I need the two separate, right? I need to prevent Inteleon from being next to Kyogre, which isn't actually bad, because we do have, or we could double up, because of the fact that gives us priority. Inteleon is scarfed. Yeah, Inteleon is scarfed. So that's fine. You're gonna soak my Ferrothorn. Not a big deal. We will take the play rough pretty well. Not as well as I would have liked, because it's a critical hit, but that's fine. We do get the attack drop. It's not special, so that's all I care about. And we should be able to KO this Inteleon with the double up, as, yep, we do. Oh, wow. It just lived on 1. Inteleon is gone, so that puts us in a really strong position, because we do actually have to be a little bit wary still. Actually, no, right? We single target into, yeah, because you cannot KO Eternatus and Ferrothorn with Kyogre. That's a really cool ribbon, the Treasured Memory. So what we can do is we KO Serena. Yeah, we KO Serena. We protect here. We go for a Sludge Bomb, because you're either going to Water Spout, which should not KO. Oh no, because you either Thunderbolt or you Ice Beam. I don't think an Ice Beam will pick up a knockout, but let's see what happens here. We're seeing no Protect from Serena. We do see just a raw Thunder into Ferrothorn, which is perfect for us, because, oh wow, you're faster than Eternatus? But we're gonna, okay, and yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna live that. Sludge Bomb into Serena is gonna pick up the knockout. We do get a critical hit. I don't really think it matters. We can then switch out from Ferrothorn into Grimmsnarl for just fodder into Rillaboom, and that should let us easily get the game. We are going to lose Light Screen, which is not the best feeling in the world, but I honestly don't really care that much. Let's go for Cosmic Power as well. We do, like I said, we have Rillaboom, so I'm not worried. And yeah, my opponent is going to cancel. So good games overall. I think that there were definitely points where they were tricky, but we managed to make the best of it in some difficult situations. So we will use that team tomorrow. Hopefully we only run into interesting teams. But yeah, until next time, I hope